everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lovers Astro and Tarot. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the giving sign of Cancer. Hi Cancers, I hope you guys are well. Happy Valentine's Day. I wanted to let you guys know before we jump into the reading that I have a new website. It's loversastro.com. I'm going to put it in the comment box below, so check it out if you're interested in getting a reading or if you are into astrology and tarot from a learning perspective. I'm going to be writing a blog every week, so check that out. My first one will be up very soon. Now, to get into your reading, Cancer, you have 4 major arcana. I repeat, you have 4 major arcana. This is not a drill. That's a really big deal in terms of the energies that are in your life right now for love and romance. That's huge. So let's talk about exactly what you have going on. Now, Cancer, if you are in a relationship, it's going to play out differently than if you are single and looking. So let's keep that in mind throughout the reading. Now, the first card that you received is the Devil. Now, the Devil came out in the reverse position, but I'm showing it to you in the upright. The Devil is one of those cards that a lot of people kind of get weary of, and I can understand why it does imply something that is negative. But in terms of what it does to you romantically, if you're single, I would say it puts you in a place where maybe you're having very intense thoughts about somebody, or you're really in a place where you just can't get somebody off your mind and you're just stuck on a loop, and you wake up and it's like, I'm thinking about him, and you go to sleep and I'm thinking about him, and it's just over and over and over again. Now, when it's in reverse, it's basically saying that there's a loss of passion, there's a loss of sexual tension, or you might need some sexual healing in some sort of area of your relationship. It can be something from the past, meaning you guys are in a place where there may be tension over past mistakes, or you might just not feel inspired as you usually do, or there might be some sort of stress in your body physically that's making you feel that way. But if it's not a physical response or a passionate response, I would say that you're getting to a place where you're feeling complacent in the relationship. Now, if you're in a place where you're single, there's a couple of things that it can be. It can be that your thinking about somebody has kind of died down and you're now no longer as obsessed, and you're kind of getting to a space where your time has just freed up and it's not as intense or as emotional as it once was. Now, this is all connected to the Hangman, right? And the Hangman is also in reverse. So I'm going to show that to you. Okay, so the Hangman is all about waiting, contemplating, trying to make the right choices, knowing what you want, but still being stuck in a purgatory of a certain kind. This is a romantic purgatory, being in a place where you're just really feeling like things should be moving forward, but they're not. They're not what you want them to be. When you get the Hangman in reverse, it's really about your perspective of your own spiritual path versus how your partner wants things to be as well. So it's still a waiting period, but what it's basically saying is you and your partner are at odds, so that kind of creates this waiting period. I would really say that because the Devil and the Hanged Man have this connection in this reading, it's going to be really important for you, Cancer, to really take some time and prioritize what's important to you. Expectation is a really big word for this reading, I would say. It's going to be about you deciding what's important to you. Now, the first half of the month may be a bit of a bummer, but the second half of the month is exactly where you want it to be. So that makes me say that you are probably going through some sort of separation, Cancer, and the separation comes to an end. If you're in a place with somebody where you were hoping they would come back to you, or this is the time for this to happen, because the Lovers card turns up sometime right around 14th through the 15th, right through Valentine's Day, maybe right after Valentine's Day, even as late as the 18th, I would say. Now, the Lovers card, everybody knows what that means traditionally. It's about being the yin and yang. It's about having each other's back in a way where it's a soul connection, it's a mental connection, it's a physical connection. It's everything that you could require in a mate, and it is fulfilling. It's not just like, ooh, this is temporary and this feels good. It's like, no, this is the one, this completes me. Now, I personally don't ever think that a relationship completes you, but what I do think is there's a feeling of surrender, and that surrender feels so good that it allows you to feel like there isn't anything else that you desire. It's so fulfilling that there's a type of closeness there that allows you to feel complete. I hope that, connects with you guys and you understand what I'm talking about there. Now, the Empress is all about having your needs met, coming from a place of strength, feeling like you're on top of the world in terms of love, and being respected by your partner. A king always respects his queen, and this is the ultimate queen. This is the ultimate woman. This is the ultimate expression of femininity and joy. This is the representative of Venus, of Aphrodite. This is very much a card that is about fertility and beauty and strength and being able to supply everyone around you with their needs. That's also a really important part of the Empress, especially for February, because it's Valentine's Day and people get really excited around that. And not only that, but I think in the winter months, people tend to be more emotionally connected to their romances. If you're living in a cold area, you spend more time inside, you spend more time with your partner, it's cuddle season, it's not on the beach, it's just a different sort of vibe. There's more intimacy. And that intimacy really kind of lasts till the end of February. So you may have this sort of disconnect towards the beginning where you're sort of doubtful and you're not really sure. Maybe you guys are in different places and you're not really sure what's happening between you and the relationship, and this person kind of comes back and it allows things to reignite, but you weren't really sure whether that was going to happen. It does, and it's beautiful. And if you have any sort of questions, feel free to contact me about that. Major arcana play out very differently in each person's lives. So I can tell you from this being a general reading, it will be very strong, but it's going to be unique and different to you. And with it being all major arcana, I would say that this is probably one of the most powerful months that you'll have, Cancer, this year. So use that energy in a really positive, powerful way, because it's definitely there for you to get what you want. If it's a relationship, and even outside of love and romance, I would say these cards are still there vibrating to, bring you that positivity. So definitely use that, Cancer. Don't forget about my website. Check it out. I love you guys. Thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Check me out next month. And I hope to see and hear from you guys soon. Bye.